These two have certainly talked the talk. Now they've got to walk the walk. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
Time for our tale of the tape. Sugar Ray Robinson. How did he make 135 pounds considering he's 5'11" tall? I don't know, but he did it, and he's...
Let's go. Let's get some
Sugar
boxing in.
Ray
I'm finna
Robinson.
fight.
Many
Sugar
consider
Ray
him to be the greatest fighter in the history of this sport. Inducted into the International Hall of Fame in 1990, he fights out of Harlem, New York. Terrence Bud Crawford, one of the pound-for-pound best in the world, fighting out of Nebraska, USA, one of the greatest of all time.
This is going to be an intense standoff before the fight starts.
Let's go, Bud.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from New York, here is one of boxing's all-time greats with 174 wins in his 201 fights. A welterweight champion of the world, a 5-time middleweight champion of the world, Sugar Ray Robinson. Fighting out of the blue corner from Omaha, Nebraska, here is an acclaimed 3-division champion of the world, Terrence Bud Crawford.
Expectations are sky high for this fight. And there's the bell to start the round. Nice punch. Looks like they're going to try and be a little more elusive now. So much pre-match drama before this showdown. Who could forget what we saw yesterday at the weigh-in? These two boxers are finally ready to get it on.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
Here he is bouncing on his toes, trying to get some energy. Can they figure out the combination to this safe? Good punch.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
They exchange punches. Swing and a miss with that hook. Gonna shake out the arms and legs and move around a little bit. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Wow, it was like two different leagues.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighters.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
To beat a counter puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
You're fucking my body up. Let me get a little breather real quick.
Now going to get a little more loosey-goosey. Let's see how this one feels. Touching him up again. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Trying to fight like Roy Jones Jr. now, bouncing on the toes. How about that time counter shot? Nice counter punch right up the middle. They miss with the jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Could be the end.
Beautiful, sneaky shot to take it.
Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get...
They ring the bell, and here we go. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on it, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
They exchange punches.
That boy trying to put that
A lot of
thing
fans
on
know
the
how
knife.
quick these lighter fighters can be, but tonight, don't be surprised if these don't pack a lot of power as well.
Bitch. What's wrong with you?
Good right hand. He's going to loosen things up here. Let's see how he does with this fancy footwork.
That boy got reach.
They exchange punches.
His reach definitely a little bit, but I got that one.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. So he's going to shake off the cobwebs and bounce around the ring a little bit here.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
These two featherweights are going to let their hands go. You know that.
Oh my goodness, what pace! What pace! They're like, do you know what a Yorkshire Terrier is, Todd? They're like little Yorkshire Terriers.
So he's going to drop his arms down here. Not sure that's the wisest decision. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecard. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Not so rigid anymore with the stance. You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
Guys that carry so much power, of course they're going to look for that knockout because it makes a night a little bit shorter. You don't get paid any extra for overtime.
Got him there. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift. Both men step back for just a moment.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
Oh my goodness, they're that little Yorkshire Terriers. They're never going to give up.
He's dropped the guard now. What do you think of that decision? trying to relax a little bit now. Fight a little differently. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. They ring the bell, and here we go. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter punch. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
I've seen it so many times. One punch changes everything. I've seen guys winning hands down. They decide to showboat and show off, then blam! It's over. So they've got to stay sharp. One punch changes everything.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it. Nice stop, but that won't score.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them?
What a massive upset this would be.
Oh!
And they're down.
What's wrong
Would be
with this
wise
boy?
here to take the full 8 seconds.
Let's go,
I've
bud.
seen many shots like that. A simple short
Put
shot.
that boy
Put
on
the
his
fighter down.
pocket. Didn't overthrow punches in my combo.
He's back on his feet, but for how long? This could go south in a hurry.
But now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
Let's go, bud.
There's the bell to start the round. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Nice punch. Looks like a little change of strategy here, trying to loosen up the flow a little bit. Catch and shoot. Well, Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. He's going to go with more footwork now. What do you think of that strategy? That jab won't score. Not so tense anymore, trying to loosen things up. I like it. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be, and there's the bell to start the round. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
This is what you're going to get. You're going to get speed, good footwork. You're going to get punches thrown from head to body. You're going to get a lot of toe-to-toe. When you got fighters at these weight division, they'll stand there. They don't need a ring. They need a phone box.
There's a scoring blow. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it. That punch scores.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Oh, that punch. Here we go with these two lightning-quick lightweights.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Looks like they're going to mix up their strategy a little bit here. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Robinson in that last round. The game plan. They ring the bell, and here we go. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Bro, I just should have knocked him out with that ball.
That big hook doesn't land. Looks like a little bit of a strategy change here, loosening up the technique. Well, Johnny, you know, in the lightweight division, they've got fast hands, so get ready to see some lightning.
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, we'll just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Punch. So close with that uppercut. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Robinson in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been... We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
Todd, we know one of these fights can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Looks like he's going to move around the ring a little bit more. Try some stick and move. Looks like they're going to try and be a little more elusive now. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Caught him. It's not always about who hits harder. In this division, ring IQ can go a long way.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out of the way. Don't fight.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Will the referee stop it?
Oh, what a shot. He's staggered. He's staggered. Does he know? Does he know he's even gone?
Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
You know,
And there's the bell to start the round. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
this is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Looks like a little change of strategy here. Trying to loosen up the flow a little bit. Not so rigid anymore with the stance. Hey, it's the featherweight division. You're going to see a lot of speed in this fight.
You've got a couple of big units here, so I'm expecting power. You're going to have excitement. You're going to have drama, because when these guys slow down, that's when the punches are going to land.
Tough to be a judge in this fight, as both fighters have had their big moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Here he is bouncing on his toes, trying to get some energy. Gonna shake out the arms and legs and move around a little bit. So he's gonna shake off the cobwebs and bounce around the ring a little bit here. That one will count. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Nice counter shot. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Well, you know, in this division, we're going to see a lot of combinations, a lot of counter punching.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is the heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history book.
Now going to get a little more loosey-goosey. Let's see how this one feels. You got to like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
How many more times is the referee going to let these fighters clinch each other without taking a point?
They need to be worried that the referee's not going to
get
throw them
off
out the
me,
ring
bitch.
and disqualify them both.
He's going to go with more footwork now. What do you think of that strategy? Quick punch scores. Looks like he's going to move around the ring a little bit more. Very close round. Stumbling around in potholes. In serious trouble.
Does he know he's hurt him? Look at him. That back foot went. It completely shivered. Did you see that, Tom?
Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Every second, every minute.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
You know, with lightweight, at some point the corner has to say you're done.
His legs have gone. He's got to get a hands up. It's a...
Robinson goes to the canvas.
Oh, he's down. He's down. Is he going to get up? He's staggering.
Can't fuck with me, sugar.
Referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Halfway through the round, and I think we all know who's winning here.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
Good right hand. He's dropped the guard now. What do you think of that decision? Gonna try and relax. So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Nice counter shot. Well, it's go back to the drawing board time, a unanimous decision victory.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this was tight. This is nowhere near tight.
Put work on that boy. Every round except one. And that was debatable. Beat that boy ass for him. Oh, wow. Alright, that's the end of the stream, man. Can't be on all day and motherfucker actually go to work. Like some of you niggas play the game all day. I'm out. Peace.
Only one number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in clean.